I don't know the answer to it, but the answer to me is not send them back, because there's nothing for them. You're sending them back
to where they can just get killed.
Hi, my name is Alejandro Lozano. That used to be my little playhouse when I was 4 years old. That's the age I was when we left Colombia to go to the United States, where I grew up. Now I just came back a year ago, and ever since I've been very curious. How do Westerners live in Latin America? Are they getting killed? Are they living in poverty? I came here to find out. Eddie White is an Australian illustrator who's become known in Colombia for his drawings about local culture. His apartment costs about $500 per month.
You're sending them back to where they can just get killed, starve, and live a life of poverty.
What do you think of that?
Before I lived in Latin America, it was probably, I would have agreed. Because I would have said, oh, these poor people that are running from a life of poverty or violence or drugs, but it couldn't be all of them. If you're going to run from poverty from one country, I mean, are they suddenly going to have money in the USA? Or are they just going to be poor in the USA? Is it any better being poor in the USA than Latin America? I think it's probably worse in some ways.
Do you consider yourself a cultural refugee?
Ooh.
Haven't heard of this term, cultural refugee.
I haven't, but now that you talk about it, it feels like, yeah. You know, I went and moved to another country, and I drew every day, and I connected with people, you know, through my drawings. And now I'm getting the jobs, living full-time as an artist, not struggling like I was in Australia. So that's the other thing, is that people think, oh, you must have a better life financially if you're living in a first world country. Well, not necessarily. Like, they can be hard countries for artists, because you're not earning necessarily a lot of money. The costs are really high. Here, the jobs don't pay as much, but there's more of them. With Instagram, I've been able to sell clothing that I design. It's the first one.
Do you have some now here?
I do, yeah. This is called a Ruana pastusa.
While I was at Eddie's, I got a text message from my old landlord saying that a package had arrived for me at my old apartment. I go back, and who do I bump into but Paola Salas, the new person staying at my old apartment, and a Fulbright scholar from the USA also living here in Colombia. Remind me your name? What's your name?
Paola Salas. It's really shocking that so few Americans actually have passports and actively travel. I also think it's maybe a little bit of elitism. They do think that some places are better than others. Hollywood, I think, social media, all have a role to play.
So what do you do?
I'm a political scientist.
Do you feel like a cultural refugee? Have you heard of that term?
Cultural refugee. I mean, I understand what those terms mean separately.
There is a movement of Westerners who are leaving the West, some of which are calling themselves cultural refugees. I've also heard of folks calling themselves passport bros, which is a related thing, and they're not all...
Sorry, so we're gentrifying the term refugee.
Andre and his wife Andrea are the owners of a channel called Andre and Andrea Crossing Borders. He teaches people how to be passport bros.
Jet Magazine did an article in the 60s of black men staying in Japan during a certain war. The first umbrella or pillar of a passport bro is a person that relocates because of cost of living at a better bang for your buck. Number two is access to cultures. The next thing is countries. If you're a passport bro, a true passport bro, you no longer have access to a country, you have access to countries, plural. Number four is the ladies. You can use the C analogy, CCCC, which would be the coochies. Yes, men do travel for the ladies. However, it's different for passport bros. Passport bros are looking for a certain quality of lady, and many of us are married or in very serious relationships for years.
One thing I noticed is that the passport bro movement suffers from a branding problem. When you think of the word bro, what do you think of? Probably frat boys, parties, keg stands, while passport bros think of bro in a very different way.
In the passport bro movement, the word bro for us means brothers or brotherhood. This movement has not, and ever will be a movement to cater to a country. In other words, it's not supposed to make the people back home feel good. It's supposed to make the people who are involved in it feel good.
For somebody to be a refugee, the government has to have had some responsibility. What are the responsibilities that governments have to their citizens? And there are the obvious ones that you and I both know, the economic ones, safety,
Yeah.
right?
Social cohesion.
But
and
there's
order.
social cohesion and order.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Can people from first world countries go to third world countries and take advantage of the exchange rate responsibly? Or are they, as Paola said, gentrifying refugee status? I don't know if you've heard this term or not, but do you feel like a cultural refugee?
Yeah, the culture part, not necessarily the refugee that I'm being rescued economically. The United States way of doing things is not the norm. And I think that probably was my biggest culture shock, if I could say anything, to find out that how things are done in my home country is not the norm around the world.